All right, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Welcome to episode 73 of the Save Point podcast, baby. I'm under the weather and that, so...
And he's here, Brock.
And I'm here.
Yes.
At the same time, you wouldn't be able to do it if I wasn't here, so...
Yeah.
You can remote in.
How the fuck am I remoting in? I'm the one who set up all the cameras and everything. You guys just sat down. But we're back, episode 73. We've got a fair few things to talk about this week. Probably won't be a super long one because I'm currently dying internally.
You're very sick. Sick boy.
Yeah, I am sick. Well, that's the first thing I wanted to talk about actually is today is actually all of our Fridays. We usually work on the episode, the day that we record the episodes. And my biggest pet peeve is, and this has happened to me nearly every single time for the last year, is I always get sick on my Friday.
Yep.
I'm sick all over the weekend, and then I'm back to work, and I feel fine.
Yep, every single week.
It's happened to me
Every time you've been
probably
sick,
every single time, and it does my fucking head in. I mean, it means I've got a fair bit of sick leave, but like, it's just annoying, man.
I'm sure biologically there's a reason for it though. Like if you were at home able to rest, you'd get over it a lot faster.
Well, if you're
Whereas
at home,
if you're at work pushing yourself, you get run down more and more. So then by your Friday, you're basically worthless.
A lot of the time where I do get sick on that last day, I definitely feel like my body's like, okay, hold off. It'll hit time to leave for work, and it's like, all right, you're shit now.
Yeah, you're just
Or
running
like
on
as soon as I open it, it's like when you get close to getting home and you really need to go to the toilet as soon as you open the door. It's like, oh, I need to go to the toilet, but as soon as you get home after that long day,
go time.
and you open or you park up in the driveway, whatever, that's when it's like, no, I need to go now type of thing.
Yeah.
It's a bit like that getting sick. I feel like I'm
You
okay
just-
all day, and then as soon as I get home, it's like, all right, everything just
Yeah,
explodes.
that car ride home, you're running on adrenaline and fumes, and then you get home, you just crash. Yeah.
It's like I messaged you this morning. I was expecting you to say like, no, not coming to work. And I reckon as soon as you go, no, I'll come in, it was go time.
Yeah, no, it was very much. It was went downhill, but oh well. Luckily, we didn't drive in together today.
No.
But we're back. We got some crazy stuff to talk about. There's a ton of stuff to actually talk about this week.
A lot.
The first thing was highguard.
Yes, highguard. There's been a lot of controversy online about highguard, thanks to Mr. Jeff Keighley hyping this game into oblivion. I downloaded it. I played a couple, I think about 3 or 4 games maybe.
Yep.
It's definitely a game. I don't know what I expected because everything I saw on highguard was just bad reviews. I think it was like 93% overwhelmingly negative, which... that happened before, and it's been an alright game. This game feels like if they released Battle Royale on PS3. Like,
Yeah, it just feels that too many steps back.
yeah, it's like the bones for highguard are there. The map's way too big for like 3v3.
Yep.
The base building like defense mechanisms are like non-existent. It's like you can place 6 walls and that's it.
So this is made by the people who made Titanfall originally, isn't it?
Yeah, Respawn. I think it's Respawn.
So it is actually by Respawn. I thought it was from people who worked at Respawn.
That's
I
what I'd
honestly
heard.
could be wrong. I remember seeing something in there from.
I knew it
sort of
was,
thing.
so yeah, highguard is one of the games that Jeff Keighley has been really hyping up.
He's
And-
the only one that's really
Yeah,
been
I feel
hyping
like
it
he
up.
does
No
that
one else
because
has
he
talked
just
about
wants
it.
people to announce stuff at the Game Awards and at Summer Games Fest and everything like that. So he's very much pushing these games.
It's made by Wildlight Entertainment.
Yeah, I
which-
think it's ex Respawn
yeah.
people.
Which, I mean, I didn't hate it. It definitely, I think if it wasn't overhyped as much, I think highguard would have done a lot better. But I think within that like week or 10 days leading up to when it was actually supposed to come out, it got like, this game better be really, really good. Because the gameplay we saw at the Game Awards was people riding around on horses like, okay, this could be cool. It's like a jousting game or something. And then not at all what
I completely
expected.
forgot about it. Like it was definitely a bit of a fart in the wind. But I mean, like I think the big thing that really killed highguard from what I saw is that they had massive server problems off the bat.
I never played it. Like I didn't
but-
even catch any footage of it. It was
Yeah,
just
I
like,
think-
Let me repeat that for the clip. I'm pretty sure the big thing that really kicked off highguard going downhill was, I mean, the game was bad or is bad, but there was massive server problems where people just couldn't log on.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't
The
experience
first few hours of it coming out. So like there was, I think it was within like 2 hours or 3 hours of being on Steam, like it dropped like 90% active players.
Was just no one able to log in, or was it just like limited numbers?
I think there could have been problems, at least from what I saw.
That's
what I heard.
I also think that could have just been people trying and going, "This is shit," and then
Yeah,
deleting it.
no, 100%. I do agree with that. I think there was a lot of that as well.
Because I mean, the first game I got yelled at by my teammates right at the end, and I was like, "This is my first game." They go, "You should stop playing," and I'm like, "Okay." I was like 1 and 2, and he was 2 for 2. So I was like, "You've got one more kill than I do." Okay. Second game I played, I went significantly better. There was no like big thrill. It's like you kill all these people, they don't defuse the bomb, and you're like, okay, on to the next one, I guess. And it's just the same thing.
So is it just, it's 3v3? And
3v3, you both have a castle or like a township thing that you've got to protect.
Yep.
There's 2 bombs, A and B, so it's just like 3v3 domination, not domination, search and destroy, kinda. And you go set a bomb, and then you've got to wait 30 seconds for it to explode, and then you move on to the next one, which is conveniently like 15 meters to the right. So like it's not really a challenge at all once you get in there. You've got mounts that you can use to cross the map. You've got to go find chests and loot to level up your armor and your guns and all that sort of stuff. And then the other team each character has a different ability, whether it be build an ice wall or turn invisible or something like that. Highguard just doesn't have enough, I don't think.
I feel like there's so many games these days that just, like multiplayer wise, they just try and chuck in so many extra I shouldn't even say features, but it's like, it's got base buildings, but it's also you upgrade your weapons and you do this, and it's like there's a bunch going on. It's like, I don't know, maybe I'm just used to my standard FPS arena shooter like Halo and things like that, where it's very base level and you just get better and better at that.
It feels like they picked and chose all really good ideas and then executed them poorly.
Yeah. Which I'm sure I've seen a behind the scenes developer breakdown or something, maybe by one clip or something. Sorry, no clip. Someone, where the developer was saying like, you'll have all these ideas, like when you're pitching stuff for this new game or this license you've got, you'll be pitching all these ideas and have people working on them. If you can't get them to a polished state where like it makes the game better, if it's just a side thing where it's like, oh, here's just a thing you can do, take it out. Don't put that in your game because it just detracts from it as a whole.
Well, like the whole base side of the thing, it's like you get like a minute at the start and you can go, there's like crystals you need to mine, and that's your currency. And there's a guy with a shop that you can buy armor refills, and you can upgrade your base guns. You start with like all that sort of stuff. But when you start up in Highguard, it comes up and says, oh, you can defend your base, like upgrade and fortify. You walk up to a wall, bless Tom. You walk up to a wall, you hold F, and then you just pretty much build, instead of being wooden walls, then turn to stone, which are a little bit harder to break. You get 6 of them. That's it. That's the only fortifying you're doing.
6 per person, or just 6
per
team?
The team. So like all the buildings are like rectangular angled sort of shape. So you just obviously do the front facing walls.
Yeah.
That's it.
Why would you do anything else?
But then one of the power ups you can get as like one of the heavy weapons is an RPG, which just blows that wall up. Like instantly.
Nothing I've seen about it or heard about it has made me want to play Highguard. It doesn't seem very appealing to me.
Like the sniping was actually quite fun. I didn't mind it. The TTK for like any of the assault rifles and shotguns was like abysmal. Like I was streaming it for the boys to watch, and it was like, James was like, I'm getting angry watching you not kill this guy. Yeah. Like I'm like putting 2 full clips and hitting him with a sniper, and the guy's not going down.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay, well, there's no reward here. I'm just going to get back on my mount and run away because I can't kill him. I don't know. Highguard could get better. I don't think it will, though.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? It could have a bit of a 180 and end up being a good game, but there's so many games like this that just, like I said before, a bit of a fart in the wind and you never hear from again. And it sucks when there's developers who put a lot of time and effort into them. But
I have a feeling that's because way too many people are trying to chase that live service sort of aspect of it all.
That's what makes money.
Yeah, it's what makes some people money when they do well with it.
Yeah, well,
it's left a lot of burnt out husks along the side of the road on the way there.
Doesn't matter. They made their bag.
The people who died didn't. The games that just like are burnt out shells with no players, they're not making money.
Yeah. I don't know. I think if they do like what Splitgate 2 did and like go, hey, we're going to step back for 3 to 6 months and try and work on this and get it to a state where we're happy with it.
Yeah, but did anyone play Splitgate 2 again?
I didn't even know if it got renounced again because it
that's
fell
the
off the
thing.
face of the earth.
Yeah, like I really liked the original Splitgate. I played a few games of Splitgate 2 and I really enjoyed it. I mean, like the developers were being a bit stupid with that one, but who knows? The other game that on the inverse of that we played this week is Deathlocke. We all got invited to the closed beta or closed alpha or whatever it is at this point. I think it's a beta.
Play test or something?
Play test or whatever it is now. We all got invited to it. So
how were your thoughts with that? Valve's new MOBA Dota clone sort of 3D. I don't know how you would describe it.
Dota MOBA like hero shooter thing.
Yeah.
It's a bit of everything.
It is a Dota hero shooter. I think is the best way you could put it, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan. Ben heard me going off on it last night. I played one round with him and immediately uninstalled it because I knew
Brock wasn't going to like it from the start, but I was like, for the sake of us having a gaming podcast, I think he should play it.
Oh, look, I'm going to front face this by saying I completely see where the appeal for particular people in that game is. I get why people will enjoy it. It's just
Deathlocke.
not the game for me. This is Deathlocke, yes. I've never been big on PvP games.
Because he sucks.
It's just not.
Yeah, fair.
It's not my thing.
Yep.
It's not like I'm not going to say I'm skilled at them at all, but it's because I don't really play them.
Yeah.
I've had plenty of fun playing like other direct PvP games. Like I used to love Unreal Tournament.
Yeah.
And
you like Halo as well?
I do, yes. The PvP side of what is like the current sort of live service industry, I can't get behind it, unfortunately, because a lot of it, like Deathlocke in particular last night, just the fact that nothing was explained to you. Now, maybe that might change in the full release. I don't know.
To be fair, I kind of threw you in the deep end. I played a little bit of like 4 or 5 days ago, something like that. Tom and I played a game with a few of our friends.
We played a few games. We played for a couple of hours. They're long games.
They're very long games. I'm sure like there's a training room thing where you can try out like the 30 odd heroes they've included and like Deathlocke offers. I'm sure there's a tutorial there. I'm not going to play it. I just wanted to get in and see how it was. Bad idea. But I feel like Deathlocke, you need an encyclopedia of what that game is.
You need a couple of days just to practice. Okay, I'm going to for the next day, I'm just going to try these 3 characters. Tomorrow, I'm going to try these 3 characters. Like, you need time to learn all of them. It's not like, as I said last night, Team Fortress 2 did really well because every single character there's like, 12 characters in TF2? 9. Every single one of them has 1, maybe 2 things that they do really well. And as soon as you grab that character, you're like, oh, it's the heavy. He's the big tank in front that spews a lot of bullets. Oh, it's the medic. He just heals, can shoot, but they're very organized in, you are this, you do this. Deathlocke doesn't explain what any of those like characters, what their specialization is. It'll give you a hint of like, it kind of does this and it does this if you build like this. And
did you play the tutorial?
Well, no.
I threw him into the deep end. It was
there might be that in there. Then.
But I mean, okay. Unreal Tournament didn't need a tutorial. Team Fortress 2 didn't need a tutorial.
Different type of game. Also, TF2, like
Dota didn't need a tutorial.
Like day 1 TF2, I agree with. If you go play that game now, you're gonna not understand half the shit going on because it's all so dependent on the weapons and no, not the hats. Hats got nothing to do with it. That's just cosmetic. But like the weapons and items that they've added to that game have changed the meta of that game so much. So fucking much. There's so many new things and like, this character can do this if they have this certain weapon, blah, blah, blah. Things like that.
But that's like one little aspect change for that character. Like, I can equip this one item. I can equip this one thing. And
I don't know. It's just, you need to basically know about every single weapon because you're like, why the fuck can the spy do that? He can't normally do that. It's like, what the fuck? Now they can do this because they've swapped out to a different type of thing. Blah, blah, blah. It's a bit hard to explain, but like TF2's got a lot of stuff.
I don't know.
Like
I just playing it last night. As I said, I can see where the appeal is. It's just not an appeal for me.
Yeah. To be fair, take Brock's opinion with a grain of salt because I did throw him directly into it just with he played like, I don't know, what, 35 seconds of the training room?
I picked
Barely.
what was it, Billy, the goat character. Was like, oh yeah, he has a machine gun. Like, it took me almost, it was probably longer than 35 seconds. It took me a while just to figure out, like, okay, left click is shoot. Cool. Yep, that's pretty normal. Right click is reload. How do I swing my bat? And I'm like there pushing all the keys. And like, it turned out it was Q, which should have been the first key I pressed, but it wasn't. I was like trying every other key because I assumed that Q was going to be a special of some description.
No, I definitely feel like with Deadlock, you need a mouse with like 95 buttons on it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of little things that I think are probably explained if you do the tutorial. That's not how I play it. So we played a couple games. The shop mechanic in Deadlock is a lot to take in, especially with all the different weaknesses and power. And
you need time to read stuff, which the game does not make it seem like you have.
Well, even when you boot up, it doesn't load you straight into tutorial.
It's the type of thing where you just over time you get better with that, and you'll.
That's what I mean. Like, you need
my quick 30-second review of the game is that I think Deadlock. It's definitely not a game for me, but it is a very well polished Valve game. It looks really pretty. It plays well, and people who really like 3-lane MOBA, Dota type of games, especially, and then like hero shooters.
Oh, they're gonna love
this. It's a combo of all of that, and it's just very well made. Also, for being a game that's currently in playtest,
fantastic.
It's got 40 characters or something like that.
Yeah,
but it's very, very. It feels like it's basically done.
It does. It feels like a game that has been out for a while, which was probably part of my problem with it last night.
In year 2 or 3.
It's very overwhelming with how much is just thrown at you the second you drop into that game.
I think the playtest has been going on for there's been a few rounds of it. I think it's been like the last year and a half at least. I really want to enjoy it, but I feel like I need to go back and go, I need to watch a video or like do some.
You need to learn the characters and play a fair bit.
Which the new character though, because you can vote for the new characters that they're going to release in Deadlock and see like what's going to come next week. I tried the new one they added. That was the first character I had actually tried that I was like, I understand all of the things that this character can do. Yes. And I was like, I want to play that character. Set as high priority. Someone else on the team, like on the other team, had it. So I think you can only have one character per.
Yeah, I think you can.
Yeah, which cool idea, but I'm going to need a PhD to fully explain that, like understand that game.
It will just take time. You'll be like second nature if you play a lot of it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of games like that. But overall, Deadlock, really good game. I just want Valve to make more games. Yeah. They've still got it because for that type of game that it is, it seems like they're veterans already. Like it just seems very polished and good, and it was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was fun.
Infuriating.
I don't think I will be playing it much because it's just not my type of game, and they're long games. And I honestly, a lot of the time, I just don't have time.
Yeah, it's definitely not my type of game.
It's you can't deny it's a good game though.
I never did.
I'm just saying, bro.
No, I kind of did. I wanted Brock to get in and just have no idea what was happening because it was funny.
Oh, that definitely happened.
I haven't heard Brock angry at video games in a very long time, so it was interesting to watch him or listen to him kind of scream.
All right, next thing. Do you want to talk about the next thing or the one after it?
We'll talk about the one after it first. We'll go.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you want to talk about this? Because I got no fucking clue.
So
it's your turn, Brock.
Sorry. There's over the last day I've seen like a bunch of people talking about PlayStation releasing a new controller, which is not the one we talked about the other week.
The color dipped retro pop sort of style ones,
which I still reckon they look really good.
Yeah.
No, PlayStation they filed a patent a while back for a new touch controller.
Yep.
Apparently the patent has either just been confirmed or pushed forward or something's happened to make it like it's been solidified or something. For what it's got on there, essentially the look of it is going to be that you can on this like similar shape to a normal controller, but it's got a touch interface across the entire top of it, and you can move where you want all the buttons to be on this touch screen on the top of it. I don't like the idea of it at all because I hate touch controllers. I can't see how this is going to... I can see, again, much like...
You're a very sensory person, though.
No, it's more... I mean, yes and no. I'm more... more just think that like I prefer having tactile feedback when I'm pushing a button.
To be
Reminds me
fair,
of the person
it'll
from
be
the TV
vibration
the other day.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. This is going to be for a very particular use case.
Yeah.
Same with the accessibility disc they've got.
For like accessible reasons, for like disability and all that, I think this is a great idea for that. But for 90% of the other use cases, I don't think it's going to work.
This is also a
That's fine.
patent that has no probable like actual prototype.
Yeah, when people get too hyped up when they see a patent for XYZ from companies, a lot of the time you need to just calm your farm because patents don't mean much. It's just to be like, hey, we've had this idea. We don't want anyone else to have it half the time. Sony does this a lot with cameras anyway. They patent so many things and get ideas and you don't see anything. You might, but you might not. I mean, there's so much stuff like that.
Do you find the idea of patents like kind of dumb as well? Like, we've had an idea for a thing where you have no actual working version of it, but no one else is allowed to make it at all. Just because we had the idea of it.
That's just that type of case. A lot of the time, it's just to stop people from stealing ideas, which I'm happy with.
Because if there's no patent and you go, oh, this is a really cool shower head, and then someone else goes, I think that is a cool shower head, and then they sell it and make money, and you have nothing. You want that something to fall back on and be like, hey, no, this is mine first. I get owed XYZ. Yeah,
I still think you should be actually like making a actual working version of it or utilizing it in some physical way rather than just being like, oh, I own this idea.
What if
no one else is allowed to?
You're an independent inventor or something and you invent something like, oh, that's really hectic, really good, and you don't have the funds to create it.
But you've physically made it though. I'm talking about as an idea. You shouldn't just be able to patent.
Well, they probably do.
Hey, we have an idea for a thing.
They probably have.
No
prototypes.
one else is allowed to.
They probably have prototypes. Like what? You're not gonna fucking say anything, all right?
Yeah, fine.
You stop saying things,
bro. I'm fucking dying, cunt, and I say
conversation
most of
works.
the time. Oh god.
You also had another something else you saw, Brock,
yes,
with Netflix Brazil.
Yeah, Netflix Brazil apparently put out a tweet saying that Goku is the strongest anime character, and anyone who disagrees with that is just wrong, which stirred up a fair bit of controversy. One of the comments I saw on it was just people saying like Goku's not even the strongest character in his own anime, let alone other anime.
Netflix Brazil claims Goku is the strongest character in all of anime. Hectic.
Which we had a quick conversation about this before we started recording, and Tom pointed out that like in the manga, Goku ends up being the strongest in the
Oh, he just gets stronger and stronger. But at the same time, I think it's...
But that happens in like almost every anime though, or any...
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, just like versus arguments, I think they get so brain dead in the end.
Yeah.
It's like...
Because they're missing a lot of context in those individual cases
fucking
as well.
screw attack? We're going to see if Goku beats Superman for the 85th time or whatever.
Or Saitama or any other character from any other
enjoy the fucking the stuff.
People can't do that, but I reckon an intern just got overzealous and took their Netflix account and was like, I want to post this today.
Oh, it would have been good for engagement bait.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking about it, so it worked.
Yeah, very much did. The other thing I was going to say was, so recently Valve has been sued.
We might be owed money.
I don't think we can.
No, that was the tagline I saw I saw the article, and that was the next tagline. I was like, oh.
Yeah,
sick.
So for people who don't know, I think it's a $900 million lawsuit for Valve because apparently, I forget who it is, somewhere in the UK, there is like an unlawful like monopoly clause or something where apparently people think that they're price gouging, which is so far from the truth. Like, in what world has anyone ever thought that Valve has been bad with their prices on Steam?
Yeah.
God forbid I get the whole Arkham collection for $6.50. That's definitely
the argument I saw was like they were like, oh, but they don't allow the developers to put their games anywhere else. It's like, but they are on all other, like, what are you talking about? What games aren't allowed to be on any other thing? Like
Switch games.
That's not on Valve. That's on Nintendo. Go sue Nintendo for that one.
Here we go. So apparently, this is coming from Tom's Hardware. The UK, good website. Fuck off, Tom's Hardware.
Tom poorly designed his own website.
Yeah. UK activist hits Valve with a $903 million lawsuit, claims Steam is abusing its market dominance and forcing UK consumers to pay too much for Steam games. What a load of crap.
Isn't there some weird thing with the UK in games? Like some of the European Union or something, like their prices were really weird at some point. I remember there was some blow up a couple of years ago.
Very possible.
But I don't think that there's any leg to stand on saying that Valve and Steam are price gouging or that they're strong arming people into buying games just because they don't monopolize the market, but they almost do. And it's not because they force people to not use other platforms. They're just so good that people...
They made a good product and everyone flocked to it. One of the other arguments I saw, which like followed but they force developers to be... Like, they don't. One of the other arguments was, but they charge all the developers like a 30% commission or markup or something on that. And I was like,
it's a 30% like seller's fee.
Yeah, which I'm pretty sure that's kind of just standard. I'm pretty sure Apple does the same.
Yeah, Apple does. A lot of places do. Their Epic store, or what is it? Epic Launcher, they have a much smaller rate, or I think it's almost completely gone. But I saw a video today talking about the Epic Launcher and how
much money it's lost,
or how bad it is, and
it's
failing so much. The biggest thing is that so the Epic Launcher, I think it's weekly, or I don't know if it's monthly or weekly. They give away free games.
Yep.
And apparently, there's been a surge in the free games that they give away on the Epic Launcher of those games being bought on Steam.
Yeah, every time they get launched for free, people flock over to Steam and buy it. Yeah.
Yeah, so people much prefer to buy a game instead of get it for free just because they prefer the launcher so much.
Well, it's the one, like, Fortnite's added a bunch of cool stuff in the last the last like couple years, really. I still haven't downloaded it on my PC because the Epic Launcher is somehow networked. The download limit on that thing is just unbelievably slow.
Yeah.
And there's the amount of times I've tried to uncap it, change it, and make it just whatever I can do, it still will not download. It's downloading at like 15 megasecond or something even lower than that.
The Epic Store launcher, there's a clip or in an interview or something, Tim Sweeney, so the CEO or CFO of Epic, literally says that it's janky and that the store people don't like it because it's janky, and it just is.
Yep.
And they still haven't fixed it. I don't know why they haven't put more effort into that. I would use it if it was a nicer experience.
Yeah.
But if I've got X amount of games in Steam, and then this game's like, hey, it's 15% off if you buy it on the Epic Launcher, I don't have to open another launcher to get to one game when I could just buy it on the other platform with my other 60 games.
There's so many things, so many upsides of buying a game on Steam. For me, one big thing is big picture mode. Just being able to press a single button and be able to chuck it onto my TV and use a controller. There's still a few steps, but that's such more of a pain playing other games and doing that.
Big picture mode is definitely cool. My big thing for Steam, and it's not alone in doing this by any means anymore, was cloud saving. Being able to hey, I'm playing this on this PC, Oh, yep, I'm going away. I'm going to play on my laptop. I've got internet access. All my saves are just integrated straight away. I don't have to manually move saves over.
No, it does very much help. I mean, I will say I think that is a minority of people, though. Because most people are PC gamers. They're just playing on their PC.
On their PC, yeah. But it's also things like, hey, I'm upgrading my PC. I don't have to transfer all my games across.
Yeah.
I can just be like, yep, I've wiped the drive on that one. I've got my new PC, installed my games. All my save games just followed me, and I didn't have to do anything for that.
They were very much ahead of the time on that, but everything basically does that
that now, yes.
PlayStation cloud saves is still fucking horrendous.
Yes, they are. The amount of fails and things like that I see with them.
The only notification I've got in there is Rocket League, and I haven't played Rocket League on my PlayStation in probably 2 or 3 months. Every time I open it up, it's like, you got 40 notifications. The cloud save ever, and you can't select all and delete all the cloud saves. You have to manually go in there and do it. And I'm like, this has been going on for 3 or 4 years now. I can't do it.
I had a similar problem a couple of years ago with GOG, the launcher for that.
Yeah.
Playing, I can't remember, I think it was Battletech or something. where same thing was saying like, oh, your cloud saves are full, you can't save games or anything like that, and you can't directly delete the cloud saves. You have to go into the game, delete all the saves, and then wait for that to upload to the server to go, hey, wipe all these games, and hope that there's not a hiccup and that it just re-downloads all the saves again anyway.
I do like the idea of cloud saves because like Jimmy a few weeks ago accidentally, he was trying to move a folder or something and he just deleted Steam and uninstalled it from his computer. Like he just finished installing all those games.
Yeah. And
then he had to reinstall all of them. And he goes, thank God for cloud saves. Otherwise I would have thrown the PC out. He's like, there's no way I'm losing all that progress just because I accidentally uninstalled the whole of Steam.
Yeah.
Still don't know how he managed to do that, but
I don't know what Jimmy's doing there.
I don't know how he's managed to put that many hours into RuneScape. So Jimmy does a lot of things I don't understand.
Man, it's like 15 years at this point. He's been playing forever.
Oh, God. Another thing I wanted to talk about was by no means we are big time. No. We are a very small channel, still growing. We've been getting a lot of views in the last few years, like I think close to 5 million on TikTok alone in the last year. But in saying that, we have been slowly getting recognized in public.
Yes, it has happened.
And I wanted to talk about a little story the other day was Brock and I were actually at work and someone came into our work and went up to Brock and said, oh, I've seen you before on Save Point, or I've seen you on some clips and stuff. Why do you and Tom hate each other?
Yeah.
This is a random person. Never met them in my life.
Yeah, this was by no means a regular of mine or anything. They just came in. I can't even remember what they were buying, but yeah, as you said, they were just like, oh, I recognize you off that podcast thing. You and that curly-haired guy, Tom or whatever, you guys hate each other, eh? And it was, yeah.
Yes, no, we do hate Brock.
we despise Brock.
It's here for clips.
No, we've been getting noticed a bit in public, and we've been getting a lot of stuff like that. And it's by no means with us, it's like parasocial stuff. But I'm starting to see a little bit of the people only obviously see what gets put out there from these cameras.
Yes.
So people think that we all hate Brock. That's not the case.
Not as many people are watching the full episodes either. A lot of people are just seeing the shorts and seeing.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We found out the hard way.
Yeah, they're missing a lot of context from them.
That's the biggest thing with clips is people will go ballistic at us in comments and things like that. Can't believe you didn't do X, Y, Z, or this is the case with this, blah blah blah.
Yeah, it's like, bro, we literally said that when the camera.
I mean, I fully get it. And then if you ever say, hey, there's actually more context to this clip, like, why didn't you put that in the clip? It's like, well, it's about 5 minutes, and trying to condense that into 30 seconds, you're gonna miss stuff.
Yeah.
And then there's like, oh, well, you should just do it. Bro, this isn't my full-time job. And also, I make 21 clips a week.
And also, if they want that, they should watch the full episode.
Yeah, you're never going to get that.
If you want context, watch the full thing with the context.
You never will. Telling people to do anything, it's never going to end well. Like the clip we've got with Beans and her buying stuff off CD keys, we still get so many hate comments on that.
Fuck's sake.
People are talking about, it's like, if you just fucking read the website, you would know that that's not the case. It's like, well, if you just fucking read the description of the video, you'd know that it wasn't from CD keys.
And also that the description lied.
Yeah, it's like, you're never going to win. People will bitch and moan about something, but then they won't practice what they preach.
But no, specifically for that guy, Tom and I do not hate each other. We actually get on very well. We are friends. It's just...
Yeah, believe it or not. Yeah. Hey, Ben's actually the third wheel. Brock and I were the ones who were originally going to do the
I hate Brock.
Yeah.
I hate
Ben
Brock.
does.
I just do it in the background.
Yeah. He's got reasons for that though, so he's allowed them.
But I did want to bring up from that was the parasocial stuff you see with content creators. So I don't know.
Yeah, explain this a bit more because
I
don't know
what
where
parasocial is.
I mean,
concept of being parasocial.
I know the definition of the word, but
well, it's a very big thing, especially with bigger content creators, where people. I feel like it's more of a case with impressionable younger people where they get almost obsessed with content creators, celebrities, whatever.
And very big with streamers, I think.
Yeah, with streamers, and they think that they're friends with them or that they've got a connection with them, but it's only obviously one way because those streamers are never going to see you. I think it is a bigger thing with streamers because they're live so much and it's such a reactive and talk back and forth type of thing, like putting something in a chat.
There's a clip I keep seeing going around on, I think it's probably YouTube Shorts. there's this guy like pretending to be like very parasocial. He's like, oh, I've subbed to Jinxie for 18 months. I'm going to send my 18th month anniversary thing. He goes, here's a $200 donation. He's like, he was talking to his mate and he's like, yeah, he's going to read it. And then it just keeps going. It's been an hour. He goes, he didn't see it. He didn't see my thing. Oh, maybe I sent another one just in case. It's like, brother, he doesn't care. Like, it's obviously a satire, but like, he's just making fun of that. And it's, I get it. Some people's only escape is watching these people online and all that. That's a whole different thing. But also,
I think that's like, it's definitely a thing for big streamers. I think there has to be a level there where you go from like small time to big time where you lose touch with like your core fan base, kind of.
I mean, we know a streamer that has that same sort of reaction with some people.
Yes. We do.
That is all I'll say on that because I've lost my train of thought. But
but I mean, okay, thinking about some of like, not that I'm on Twitch that much, but I have...
You Twitch a bit though.
Sure. Of the streamers I like will occasionally watch if I happen to think of it, there's maybe 3 that are, you know, they've got however million followers, whether or not those people are actively watching them every single time or not. And then there's a few more that are, you know, under 1,000, I'd say. The people who are under 1,000 have a much better, they may not know these people personally, but they've got a much more, I don't even think the correct word, not intimate, but like they've got more likely to respond directly to people typing up in their chat.
Because there's people coming up.
There's less smaller pattern
group.
recognition, you notice the names and it's just behavior.
There definitely has to be a point where you get like, hey, I've got 5,000 followers. I'm not going to recognize every single name. Unless I've, you know, this guy's donated 50 grand to me once. Of course, I'm going to recognize that name every single time it pops
Mr. Beast.
Up. Yeah.
Mr. Breast.
But I just think like, I don't get why people would think, hey, just because I'm giving you money, like I can see the number of how many followers you have. How are you going to recognize me out of the other 600,000?
That's every like Pokemon simp you'll ever see.
Oh God!
The only person I had in my head when you were talking about this was like her fans are. I mean, there's a lot of that with like a lot of the top streamers, but like I think specifically her, it might also because she's female and attractive that it's more like funneled in. It's like everyone. I'm gonna annoy some people here, but like most of the male fans that follow her religiously think that like they're their best friend and they're like actually close to each other because they watch the streams all the time. That's not how relationships work. It's you're talking to a computer screen. That's not the same thing.
Yeah. And I get why some people have somewhat parasocial relationships with streamers, content creators, things like that. And because if you just consume this content from these people nonstop, you get to know them. Like I've talked about Mega64 before, like, but I've been watching their stuff for like 15 years. Like, I know a fuck ton about these 4 guys that I will probably never meet in my life. And you go to, like, you go see them at like a convention or something like that. I've heard them talk about it where it almost freaks them out a bit when someone will bring something. They'll bring something up. It's like, yeah, how the fuck do you know that? It's like, oh yeah, you mentioned it on podcast 123 in 2010 or something. And it's like, I don't remember that. Especially when you got like long running like podcasts and again streaming, when they just know so much, it definitely can create those situations a lot more.
And when you've been doing it for that long and there's like a backlog of 10, 15 years of videos, if a new fan comes in and starts from the beginning, there's going to be like years of content that they forgot they have done. That it's just like you just pull some random fact out of your ass and it's like, that's a bit weird. Maybe I've shared a bit too much on the internet.
Yeah.
I think it's also like, not conversely, but like on the other side of that, it's one thing when people who have been doing this for years and are in their 30s and 40s and like are a bit older and wiser, we'll say, when they can like sort of look at it and take a step back and look at it and be like, I can understand why these people are having these ideas and blah. But then for the like, you've got these kids who are barely out of their teens who have got millions of followers and like, just like with, you were saying, like they have all these people, Co-op 64, whoever, sorry, Mega 64.
Mega 64, yeah.
Have all these people turning up and like, they're all guys in their, they're in their 30s and 40s?
They're in their 40s now because they started in 2003 when they were like 18.
Yeah.
They've been around like longer than most people online.
But you would expect them to have have the maturity to be able to step back and go, we don't actually have any sort of personal connection to our fan base and blah, blah, blah. Like, these people have made us big and all that. But we need to, like, it's basically they're a big monster and you're just throwing stuff into it, just trying to feed it all the time.
I think especially with like Mega 64 is in that regard is because they started at 18, it's now 20 years later or whatever it is. Their fans are also that same age if they've been around for that long.
Yeah.
And I think that generation, even like ours, doesn't have that same like they don't look at it the same way.
Yeah.
Whereas people like who were doing high school through COVID and stuff where they were inside locked at a computer for 8 hours a day, their only escape was watching some sort of social interaction through Twitch or something.
What my point was I was trying to get to was I saw a clip just today of, I don't know who it was, clearly some sort of content creator or online personality, show up at a convention, and like this was walking up to the actual convention itself from outside. There was this massive line of people all stretching around the side of the convention center. When they saw him, they went ballistic. This entire crowd of like, I'm going to say just from the shot I saw, probably about 1,000 people just in frame, all going ballistic. And he's there just like, oh, hey, yeah, blah, blah, like playing it up a bit. It's also like, how skewed does your sense of like your own self become when you have that constantly happening, like this many people recognizing you wherever you go?
I think it all depends on the person. Like, there's a lot of people online who they get way too big of an ego. They think they're a lot more important than they are when they have such a big audience. But there's also a lot of other people who are very humble.
I don't think that's just limited to online though.
Oh no, definitely.
Oh, just in general. Yeah.
I think there's plenty of people who like, they're definitely not online celebrities. They're just celebrities. Like the amount of times that like
paparazzi and 1,000 children chasing after you because you post YouTube videos is a slight different little thing.
Yeah, I know. But I was going to say like the amount of times where celebrities get drawn into politics and you have things where it's like, oh, we're talking about this very important political issue. Let's turn to this random celebrity and find out their take on it. It's like, why? Why is their viewpoint suddenly going to be the cinch pin in like, oh, this is what they think, therefore like...
I get where you're coming from, but I think that's also because he's a very popular person at the moment. They have a lot of fans. If they say something or are on board with what we're trying to get across, those fans will then vote for this thing.
Yeah, you're always going to have... People are always going to try and bring politics into it.
Yeah.
If they can leverage a situation, they're going to.
It was like...
All right, we're back. Brock said some pretty out there things.
Very bad word.
I gave Ben more reasons to hate me.
I don't need any more. I think one of those you mentioned that like streamers that are humble and like they change like whatever. I think Speed's probably a good example of that.
Speed is because he's a young guy and he gets so much love and so many people following, and I do think he's very humble. Well, comparative to so many other streamers who think they are God's gift to earth.
Yeah, well,
I don't know who this is. But
you know who Speed is.
I'm sure if I saw one of their clips, I'd be like, okay, yeah, I've seen that around, but I don't know who.
Because I'm pretty sure he did his Asia tour last year.
This guy?
Okay.
You don't know Speed?
I don't, sorry.
He's probably like one of the biggest content creator, influencers, whatever, just in the last like almost decade, I would say. He's fucking massive.
Yeah, he's very big. Like
I'll take your word for it.
Very over the top. Like he's had a lot of very.
He's the guy who would jump into his That's a very good clip.
Yeah, that is very good.
He's the one who would like bark and then jump into his computer and like dive through his desk. You would have seen videos, but he's
yes, I've seen a lot of videos of different people doing that. Probably him among them. Yeah,
people copying him. Honestly,
setting his house on fire with the fireworks.
Yeah, with the Pikachu
I do
firework.
remember that one. Yeah. Yep.
So he's got all of those came rushing back then. He's done some weird shit. Just finished. He did a whole like IRL streaming in Asia. Went to like every country, and like the countries and like the ambassadors and stuff were in getting him to be like, you should come to this thing to get like touristing stuff to it. All the countries he's going to have been like raising in popularity and stuff. And I think
he just finished his Africa one.
Yeah, I think he's he did like 14 or 15 countries in Africa. And everyone's like, yeah, he did a good job. Like he's showing the world that Africa isn't just huts and dirt roads and stuff. It's like there's actually like amazing culture and stuff here.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff's really, really entertaining.
Yes, Speed is. I think he's a good egg. He doesn't have many problems.
I'm gonna say something here, and like it's definitely gonna age me. Like I'm in my 30s. You guys are both in your 20s. Shut up.
Mm.
I don't have time to watch all of these guys do all this stuff. I don't understand. Like we have Beans on here every now and then. And like she's talking about German, she's talking about all these other like online personalities and everything. It's just like, how the fuck do you watch all these people and know all this stuff about them and see like the way?
It's the same way you consume content. It's just different content. So if you're watching if you're playing a game and you've got a Netflix show on a different monitor or anime, they're watching streamers on the other monitor.
Yeah, that was me. Sort of like when I was talking about The Room last week, when Meg64 did The Room. I just had that in the background. There would be times I'd sit down and watch that. That is like the only time I ever watch anything streaming is when they occasionally do something big. I just don't care, and I enjoy a lot of the streamers. But no, it's just, I don't know. I, mean, like I don't have the time to sit down and watch fucking Hassan Piker for 10 hours straight. Not that I would.
Dog voltage
but see, this is the point. Yeah. Like, you know all these names. I don't. Because
you're not on social media.
Yeah, we're in those spheres. Like, I don't watch a lot of these people. I know who they are. I couldn't tell you once that I've ever watched an XQC stream, but I've seen that many clips.
That's the first name you've said that I actually recognize. And not because I watch him at all. It's just that he happens to be of a popularity high enough.
That he gets on your Facebook feed?
Not even that, just pops in other stuff.
But like, it's you've annoyed me now. I lost my train of thought. A lot of streamers are only as good as their clips.
Yeah.
You don't hear about big streamers that are like, oh, they had a really good 8-hour live stream today. It's like, no, they had this really funny moment. They got clipped 1 billion times.
Which, that I get 100% because it's been the same thing for us. Like our episodes weren't going off until the clips started going up with enough regularity that everyone was seeing them.
It's always, that's the marketing is the clips.
Yeah, well, that's what your short form content is key now because people's attention spans are a lot shorter. But like I've been watching Peanut a fair bit and I'll just chuck the stream on for the whole day and do other stuff.
Yeah, it's like, I like it as a background thing. Yeah, like I've always liked that.
Like I'll be playing on the Thor or I'll be drawing on my iPad or something and then it'll just be on the TV because it's like there's never a dull moment, but it's also like I don't have to watch it intently for an hour and a half to know what's going on. I'm just like, oh yeah, cool, walk out, go do something, cook lunch, come back in and it's still going. And I'm like, I know exactly where I'm at, but I'm not going to sit down and watch someone do like just chatting for fucking 4 hours.
Yeah, not my kind of thing. I mean, there's some people that I think are a lot more entertaining than others.
Oh, definitely.
I never personally thought Kai Cenat was very entertaining for me. I'm not saying that he wasn't. He's so popular that...
I think until the Mafia-thon stuff started popping off and like there was multiple clips a day that were like really, really good, but he was manufacturing those moments. But before then, I was just like, okay, he's just doing his thing in his room and they had like the paintball wall or what, I don't know, whatever they did. It's just moments that keep leading to more moments that get clipped and that's how they get.
Yeah, it's always about the content. They're always thinking about the content, which, it's just a different mindset, I guess, compared to back in the day a bit more. But speaking on that, especially with like clips and brain rotting and things like that, going through like TikTok and then talking about having stuff on the background. One thing I wanted to talk about is the 40-second rule, which is a thing in gaming for the last 10 years or so. I think it originally came from Witcher 3, where the developers, CD Projekt Red, they wanted something interesting or like a collectible or a fighting enemy
or something,
or point of interest or something like that every 40 seconds that you're going around.
They mention
it
in their no clip documentary. It's every 30 seconds they wanted the player to come across something. Didn't need to be something big, just like a clearing or a bridge or something to capture the attention and break up the monotony of just running across the landscape.
Yeah, well, I actually saw a YouTube video. It was split up on TikTok of a guy playing New Vegas for the first time and talking about his experience and saying that he wasn't really a fan of it. And he was saying that it was very boring and there was a lot of nothingness in it. And the comments in that section were all bringing this up, saying that has ruined gaming. I don't think it's ruined it.
It's changed it. I don't
very
know
much made everything need to be, something always going on. Yeah. You need to always be entertained by it.
Particularly Fallout and like Bethesda games, just Fallout and Elder Scrolls, but I'll just say Bethesda games. I do have a feeling that like every time you open those maps, you do get a sense of like, look how much crap there was here. Look how many points of interest pop up.
Have you seen a completed Skyrim map?
Yeah.
It's just white triangles, like all over it. It's just It's just like everything. Like you get shrines, you get the crypts, and it's like there's so much shit in that game.
That was one of the big complaints I kept seeing people have for Fallout 3 when it first came out, was that there's not really a sense of emptiness like to this post-apocalyptic wasteland because there's stuff everywhere. And it's like,
I definitely see that with 4.
It means like I get the feeling of like this is not a proper post-apocalyptic blah blah blah. That doesn't matter. Even in like in the lore of Fallout, like in the actual thing, it's made a point of saying like this is a simulation. Like the idea is that like these guys, like the Lone Wanderer, the Courier, all of that, they're not actual real people. You're just a vault dweller playing a game to simulate what the wasteland could be like if you leave the vault. Because that was in the original...
maybe that's not the case now.
Not in the later ones. They don't make a point of it. But in the original Fallout, that was like what the manual was. Was like, hey, here's how to play this simulation while you're in the vault.
You're so old.
I don't know if that's the case. I think that's probably something that was just in the manual. I got a feeling. And also, it was pretty notorious back in the day. It was not uncommon for game manuals to contradict stuff in games.
You're not wrong.
Like a lot. Like I think there's a bit of that in Halo and a few other games.
But I mean, the show's rewriting any of that now anyway. So
yeah.
We won't talk about the show. We got flamed for having opinions about the show.
Yeah, people are stupid.
I like the show. People just didn't like that. I thought it was changing a lot of stuff too much.
I like the show as well, but I was on the same as you.
We'll leave that. One thing I did want to say is I'll get my note up real quick here. I saw a TikTok the other day about by a creator called Clownish. They brought up the argument of people collecting DVDs and Blu-rays and the stigma that comes with that opposed to collecting CDs and vinyl. And I thought it was a really interesting point because there is definitely a bit of a stigma these days if you collect Blu-rays or DVDs. And there's plenty of other media such as vinyl, which has become way more mainstream again.
Yeah.
And it's seen as like a bit of a cute hobby and it's like, oh, that's cool. It's
retro,
but like, oh, it's a bit more tactile, blah, blah, blah. But then just having that instead of being audio, but getting a video format, people sort of look down on it. And I thought it was a really interesting argument. And my take on it was, I think the reason that people might look down on collecting physical media when it comes to DVDs and Blu-rays is because it is on the way out at the moment. And it is something where maybe the general public know that this is something that's disappearing and it's seen as a bit of a, I don't know, not weird, but not as accepted things. It's like, why are you collecting a DVD?
Yeah, I think, well, if you go back to when vinyl went out and it went to like your cassette tapes and then CDs, it's like this was just ever evolving until it got to a point where it's now inevitably
it's
online.
It's on a horseshoe. I will say, I've started collecting vinyl early 2010s. When I did it, it was definitely a bit of a weird thing. There was only a couple places I could go to get vinyl. It was very select record shops, and it was seen as a bit of like weird thing by some people.
That is the point that DVDs and Blu-rays are in right now, is the physical versus digital sort of area. Because 2010 would have been when all the digital streaming services and everything would have been, like music streaming services, I should clarify, would have been like either taking off or in their heyday.
Spotify came in, I think.
I don't think they were there quite yet. But I just remember like when I first started collecting vinyl about 2010, it was like why are you doing that? Like there's people in my family who were like, oh, that's cool. Yeah, I've got all these records. I just want to get rid of it. But I remember it was seen as a bit more of a strange thing. As time went on, that did such a 180 and it's so popular now. But with DVDs and Blu-rays, it's definitely, there is a stigma there. And I thought in this video, Clownish was talking about that it very much was. I do get that opinion. We work somewhere that sells DVDs and Blu-rays, and sales have just plummeted. It's the type of thing where a lot of these big box stores that sell DVDs and Blu-rays, they don't actually pay for the DVDs and Blu-rays till they have been sold, because there is just so little margin in there, and they don't bother to do it, because if it wasn't like that, they wouldn't buy them.
Yeah, I mean, Disney caught onto that quite early when they decided that they're not going to release physical media in Australia anymore, which was about the time
sucks.
The Disney Plus show started kicking off, and I think it was like just before the second Avatar movie came out.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
But like people, like the Disney Vault was like the big thing for like Disney collectors, because like each couple of years they would release a new movie they haven't done on like 4K, or like they'd actually bring. My cousin's got heaps of them. And
those
now
Disney Vault things were such a scam.
Yeah.
But I mean, when you're at Disneyland and you go to the shop and there's like, this is what their vault is. It's not. It's just a shop that sells it all. Very cool vibe in there. Very, very cool. But I think, like you were saying, in 2010, it was sort of like a hipster experience trying to buy vinyl in like before it was like.
It was very hipstery.
Same
as much
deal
as,
now with DVDs.
Yeah, it's very much like that with DVDs now. And in this video that Clownish was talking about, they were going on saying that they get people going off about thinking it's just a bit strange and the contrast to obviously vinyls. And they also said CDs. I don't really agree with. I think CDs is also looked at as a bit of a hipsterish thing, sort of like DVDs and vinyl. They're DVDs and Blu-rays to buy now. But at the same time, hey, I think you're going to be the one laughing in the next 10, 20 years. It'll probably have a horseshoe effect just like vinyls did, and it'll become popular again, especially with how streaming services are going.
Well, yeah, I have started buying a lot more like box sets and stuff, because like before, when I used to surf the high seas and get all my media that way, they're all terrible quality and all the rest of it and whatever. I like being able to go, I want to watch this show again. I own 6 different streaming platforms. It's not on any of them.
That's what I was about to say. Like, you walk into somewhere like what's that second name? CEX or something.
Yeah, CEX.
And they've just got like the wall of old DVDs. Most of them sun faded. Yes, I know the camera's there.
I don't know if you do.
They've got the big wall of DVDs and all that, and you like look at them and you're like, half of these I haven't seen on any streaming service at all.
Yeah, a lot of them.
These are stuff that like
a lot of them don't get licensed out because they were not. Like, I mean, like half the Disney movies that went like straight to DVD or VHS, they're only like just kind of getting added to Disney Plus because no one heard of them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like Jafar's Revenge, Aladdin 2.
Yeah, like all the stuff. Yeah.
Like
yeah. But the other end of that is I used to collect Blu-rays back in the day, especially for like anime. And it kind of sucked doing that because it got so expensive.
Yeah.
Like it would be like, oh, here's a 25 episode show. And generally be like, oh, okay, here's the first 12 episodes and here's the second set of like 12 or 13 episodes. And that would be like $70, $75. I remember buying the first 12 episodes of Fate Zero on Blu-ray. And it was like, it was like $80.
Yep.
And I was like, man, I love this show. I don't really want to pay $150 for 24 episodes though.
I always remember anime doing it a lot more than other, like just regular straight to TV episodes and that. Like they rarely ever did it. It was always released as a full season box set.
Yeah. Is that because the animes do like the season stuff where they release things?
Maybe.
Yes and no. I think they just I think it's because they knew. Yeah, it was money. I think they know that the type of fans for anime are going to spend more money for
it's also
having their physical shows.
Yeah, they're likely also there's a subsect of the fan base there that's going to buy it twice, because you've got the diehard fans who are like the second part 1 of season whatever comes out, they'll grab that. Part 2 of season whatever comes out, they grab that. Oh, now we've got the box set of full season. Oh, we'll go buy that as well. So I've definitely done that before.
Yeah, I've definitely done that.
I have as well with some stuff, but
you buy like all the DVDs and you go, oh, they do a collection now. It's like I kind of want the collection, because like with what do I got? I got the Game of Thrones box set just after I finished watching it. It's on the 4K. It was $450 retail, I think.
God,
which is a lot. They're all like hour episodes though, so it's not a terrible investment. But I want to buy DVDs now just so I have a copy of it. If anyone has Robots on DVD, I will pay an ungodly amount of money for that movie.
What the fuck? You've got Robots?
You've got Robots?
On DVD?
Yeah. I've got an empty case because I don't know where the disc is. I've got it. You bring it over.
I'll find it, yeah.
I think it's very hard to get. It's not on any streaming services.
No, one of the girls we work with bought it for like $50 on eBay and got it shipped.
Who was that?
To her, Kiana.
Oh.
It was a Christmas gift, and I was like, she had to get it except I was post or something because it was the only way she'd get a hold of it.
Oh.
And I was like, I haven't been able to find it anywhere on any platform. It's not even available to rent on anything.
No,
Yeah,
there's a lot of stuff like that.
I don't remember where I picked it up, but I've got it and I digitized it because I used to have a hard drive of mainly Disney movies, but when I was working childcare, I'd take it to work every day in case it started raining. We'd just throw the kids in the library.
I never watched Robots.
It is.
I bought the show bag at the extra show. That was about it.
It's a phenomenal movie. Ewan McGregor, Robin Williams. It's a weird cast, but
it is, but it works really well.
Oh, it's just mid 2000s animated movie. I'm not surprised.
Who was it? Was it DreamWorks?
Yeah, I believe
it's
it was.
Pixar or DreamWorks?
No,
it's not Pixar.
It's DreamWorks. I'm pretty sure.
I know my Pixar. It's not Pixar.
Okay, well then it must be DreamWorks. Yeah, it's definitely not Disney. Yeah, I have an odd fascination with that movie where it's just like
you like Aunt Fanny is what your
I will happily sit and watch that movie start to finish anytime it like comes on. It's just like
Mel Brooks.
It doesn't matter how many times I see it. It's entertaining every single time.
Yep.
It does not get old.
Yeah, I want to find out who made this movie because it's very, very good. What else was on our list? We have something else there that I'm not going to say because I don't know really what we're going to talk about. The third from the bottom.
Yeah.
I can talk about
I don't know what Tom's thing on
this
is.
I know about it, but I don't know.
Quickly, I think they released all of the Epstein files now.
That they all redacted, or
I think a lot of it's redacted.
There's a lot of redacted stuff.
But I'm pretty sure they released all the files now, and there was a lot of funny stuff that came out of this. It's like hundreds of thousands of documents and thousands of videos and things like that. There's some really sad stuff in there. It's like people who are like, oh, I wish you weren't in this. Like, I think Tom Hanks is in it.
I'll just very quickly say, if stuff's been redacted, there is no way they've released everything then, because there would have been stuff that they can't redact that they then can't release.
I don't know how you know if redacting works. He hasn't played a Call of Duty game.
No, he hasn't played.
He doesn't know how it works.
Yeah.
There's fuck whoever had to go through all those and actually redact it all.
Oh yeah, well they didn't do it right the first time.
I'm more talking about if there's videos as well. I know what redacting is, if they've gone through with the black marker and all of that. And we talked about before how like there was stuff, people actually getting the originals of the files and just going, oh, you can still read all the stuff through the,
Brock's watched
black
Hidden
marker.
Figures.
But no, if there's videos in that, like they're not going to be able to properly redact everything from those.
No, they're not. They're literally releasing all the emails and the files, and it's like they're redacting things of people's faces who may or may not have been underage and all that sort of stuff. So it's like, it's not just they're going to block out this section of it. It's a wild thing to have on your computer.
So
on a list now.
So with the Epstein files coming back out, or the new set of them, there's some really, really strange things on it
that tie it to gaming.
Yes.
Okay.
So number one, Jeffrey Epstein was apparently subscribed to game theory. Apparently that's in
the list.
It was in the list, yeah, or not on the list. He wasn't on the fucking Matt Pat wasn't on the flight logs, but
it's going to be a very interesting.
It's going to be hard. I found some videos on it. The other thing that Jeffrey Epstein apparently did is he was a massive Five Nights at Freddy's fan.
I was about to say I did. This was the one thing I saw.
So I think, yeah. So, Epstein was a FNAF fan and he was playing the games or something.
He would have loved the movies.
The other thing was he was subscribed to Markiplier.
Oh.
And he commented on his videos.
Okay, that's not the Five Nights at Freddy's thing I thought you were going to bring up.
No, but so Epstein was wild, and I think I saw somewhere else that he also was playing Animal Crossing and was on there, which is crazy. It means he's got two islands.
If he's got more than one Switch, he's got a couple islands.
Oh my god, yeah.
What was the other thing I saw
all
earlier?
This being said, it's like, high-profile person played games. Like, color me surprised. It's
cover you in baby or more like. But no, what was the thing we looked at before? It was like he had those emails with the Activision CEO or something like that talking about the Call of Duty thingamabobs.
Yes.
Currency. Brock said another bad word, so we're back.
Yeah.
We're gonna stop having that conversation, I think. But no, Epstein was a gamer.
Epstein beat gaming. He was playing Five Nights at Freddy's. He was subscribing to Markiplier.
Playing Call of Duty.
Yeah, apparently his Xbox account got suspended in the early 2010s or something like that.
Saying bad words on Xbox Live chat and quickscoped.
But going off of that, another thing was speaking of Markiplier just had his movie come out recently, which is actually an adaptation of a game.
Yeah.
So Markiplier released Iron Lung, which is like, I remember it came out like 2 years ago or something.
Oh,
like
no, I think it was
the
game.
game.
Than that.
It's like a 45-minute like suspense horror type of game where you're in like a submarine underwater.
We should probably go see it.
Yeah, at some point. Like, I'm not a big horror movie fan, but yeah, we should.
Oh, I mean, it'd just be good because it's a movie made from a game, and from the looks of it, it's a pretty accurate adaptation, which I think
he took some liberties from what I saw. But yeah, so Markiplier directed it, starred in it, and funded it. And the big thing with this movie is that it is being shown in like 2,000 theaters. I don't know if that's America or internationally. It's being shown everywhere.
Yeah.
Which the big thing is that it is hard to do that with a movie. Like if he went through a proper
distribution channel.
Yeah, distribution channel. I think he originally got offered 3 theaters in America.
Yeah,
and he was like, I've got millions of fans. That's almost a bit of an insult to them that they're doing that. So he went through his own. It's been distributed by him, I believe. So I think there was a campaign where he went through and he had like a big meeting with all these big movie chains, like theater chains, and was like, hey, put my movie up, blah, 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 something like that along those lines. Yeah. And they did. And it's been going really well.
Yeah.
Like, it's getting a lot, like he's going to be a rich man.
I reckon the initial sort of wave of that doing well is like clearly just fans of his. And then they tell their friends like, oh, this movie was actually really good. And it's just snowballed from
I don't even think it's that, because like I think it was originally, it's like he's like, you can be released in these 30 local theaters, whatever it was. Fans found out, hey, there's not one near me. Some big petition went out, and then it was like he got picked up by, I can't think of the theater chain in the States, but it's like one of the semi-big ones.
Probably like AMC or something.
Yeah, I think it was AMC. And then it's, we're releasing all AMC theaters in America, which there is a couple thousand of them. And then it goes...
Well, it's showing at Hoyt's here.
Yeah, and it's Hoyt's all around where we live. It's at like the, I think, Reading or whatever it is, the other
Reading,
thing.
yeah.
It's shown, it pretty much then got a worldwide release because everyone's like, everyone wants to see this movie.
Yeah.
It's now literally everywhere.
Yeah,
and made some, I don't know what the first weekend stats are like.
Well, apparently...
and back 3 times or 30 times it's...
Something like that. I think
I just remember it's 3 something.
All right, we're back. We just got doxed a little bit.
Thanks, Google.
So, yeah, Iron Lung made 20 mil its first opening weekend, and I think like that...
6.9, I think, was what it cost to make.
Yeah, so it's well and truly made back what it originally was going to do, but like, or needed. But from what I saw, apparently it technically had a bigger opening weekend than Send Help, which is the new Sam Raimi movie. But the idea is that it was removed, or said that it had lesser sales or, I don't know, revenue compared to Send Help, because the idea is that they didn't want an indie film to be number 1 for the week. I could be completely wrong. That's just the theories I was seeing on Twitter and TikTok and things like that, which I would not be surprised, honestly.
You do hear that sort of stuff happening a lot.
Because, I mean, if you see, what, we're getting beaten out by some random YouTuber.
Yeah.
Like, these big companies are going to try and pull that many strings.
We've talked about that previously, though, where it's like they don't change with the times. The old guards, they're very
Hollywood's
reluctant.
old money.
Yeah, they're reluctant to sort of accept that, we're no longer as important, or we're no longer as forefront as we used to be. Like, we don't understand this new stuff. Like, we see it all the time.
Yeah, or I mean, like, it's evident. I mean, like, the average Markiplier video probably gets way more views than most stuff you'd see on like free-to-air television, but the people who, people accept and take it more seriously some free-to-air television show a poster of him playing a game in his room or whatever.
Yeah, and try and explain that to any single boomer where it's like...
They don't understand it. Yeah,
your latest episode of Days of Your Lives had, what, 1 million viewers. This one video that, like, whatever,
look at a Mr.
million.
Beast video that's got tens, hundreds of millions of views.
Yeah. I got some stats up. Budget for Iron Lung was 3 mil. It box office 17.8. I'm assuming that's deducting for full budget as well.
Yep.
But it's getting pretty good reviews.
I've heard mixed things, good enough that I want to see it.
Yeah.
And it's be very interesting to see. Apparently, he did a fairly decent job as, I think it's his first or second time directing.
He did, I remember there was
very gory, apparently.
Yeah, because I don't know what much of the plot is. I know he's like on a submarine on a moon or something like that, and then that's I think the whole plot, and then it devolves from there. Like I remember a few years, it would have been 2023. He did like a little internship at Corridor Digital to learn like all like how they make movies and do VFX and do all that sort of stuff. And I think that carried straight across into
that.
Obviously, the production of this because they've been making YouTube videos since like YouTube started.
Yeah.
But like some of the behind the scenes things of the sets and all that sort of thing that he had done, it was sort of like did you ever see the behind the scenes for, I think it was Inception, how they had the rolling hallway?
Yep.
Same idea as that. The whole thing's up on a rig with suspension.
I did see that.
With
because it's just in this single room the whole time.
So he had to make the rigs to get the lighting in there, the cameras in, then make sure the crew were safe because this thing's throwing him around. And there's some weird stat for the amount of fake blood used in this movie.
Yeah, it was something ridiculous. It was like
a world record.
It's world record, and I think then the second next thing is like Evil Dead or something, which is Sam Raimi as well. I was gonna look up something about Markiplier's mum. Apparently, she's like crazy and thinks he was like reincarnated God or something.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. That could just be bullshit, but I remember hearing something about that.
I haven't watched Markiplier in ages.
I never really watched Markiplier, but I never had a problem with him.
No.
I always respected him. He seemed like he was a really nice guy. I've seen all the clips like the Bite of 87 and things like that, and seen a few things, but like I'm really happy for him. I think he's done a great job. It shows. This is another example on the other end. This isn't like a Talk to Me or anything else like Philippou Brother type of deal, but it's another example of, hey, if you got the right audience and you know what they want, your influence can really help grow these movies. And it's a fresh take. This isn't the type of movie you would have seen made if it wasn't him.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't have seen this.
Project.
You wouldn't have seen this 15 years ago.
No,
absolutely not.
Not at all.
I mean, I'm surprised we're getting so many game adaptations. Like you get the Minecraft movie, you get the Super Mario movie, which I think the Super Mario Galaxy had a second trailer.
Yes.
With Yoshi or something in it. I'm sure Chris Pratt will voice him as well. But what was I about to say? The Sidemen just announced they're making a Sidemen production company as well.
Oh, okay,
I don't know if it's going to be funding YouTube content or like trying to get other people up and into making longer form videos or stuff like their inside show.
Which I'm sure YouTube is like now kicking themselves. The amount of times that they tried to have like all the YouTube originals and everything, all their little spin-offs.
Well, the Sidemen had it like the YouTube
they had the Sidemen show, which I watched that, and
it was
okay.
It was very toned down for what they were doing back then. It was
very corporate in a way. It just felt artificial. There was good parts in it.
Steve-O's in it. They go to India and then they go to Russia and get on a plane that does the 0Gs and all that. It's very, very not them. Yeah,
it was just a bit of everything. And I think the Sidemen have really weird. So do you know who the Sidemen are?
Vaguely.
Vaguely. So you know who like KSI is? Yeah. So it's basically him and like a bunch of his mates who are all YouTubers.
Yeah.
And they made a group about
2013.
Yeah, 12, 13 years ago now. And since I think 2019, 2018, they do a video every week together called Sidemen Sunday. They used to play like GTA together and stuff, and they were like more of a let's play group. Now they have been, for a long time, they've been doing like live action videos together I've
seen a couple of clips here and there, like they do guessing games on people's identities and
stuff like that. That's more
channel.
Their side stuff.
Okay.
That Sidemen Sunday stuff they do is, a lot of them are basically just feature length. Like hour and a half
movies,
Like it'll be like cheap versus expensive holiday, but it'll be like a they get put on teams and they get sent somewhere and they don't know what team they're on until they get there. Really longer content. A lot of the time it's really good though.
Okay.
It's a great just chuck on the background type of thing.
Iceland video, that promo trailer for that start of that YouTube video was just like everything was like the most cinematic thing I've ever seen on YouTube.
Top tier production, a lot of it. They've got crews, multiple people following them. It started with them just stuffing around in their house.
Honestly,
and they just started putting more and more and more money in. They do a ton of big time videos. The production level, and you know what? There probably isn't as much money poured into a lot of their videos compared to like your traditional television type of stuff.
Yeah.
But because they know how to make it look nice, and I think it's just a newer mentality, smaller crews, but they're a bit more creative and they have a bit more control. Their videos look so nice.
They've pretty much had the same camera crew now since probably they start like 2018, 2019.
Does Con still do stuff with him? I don't know if he does.
Depend on the bigger shoots, I think he does, but like he's doing his own YouTube thing now. But the guys that he got in are now running it, and that's just been progressing since then. But some of their videos are now like they're big time now.
Yeah, and a lot of them are fairly funny. So I think that's the type of thing that in the next 10 years you're going to see a lot more stuff like that. Like you could easily put like a Sidemen Sunday on like free-to-air television, and it would go through the roof. I think a lot of older people would love it. Like a lot of the humor is the
humor is very
younger centric and especially British. So they don't go anywhere near as good in the US compared to the UK. Very big in Australia because our comedy and sense of humor and a lot of the stuff is so similar to the UK over here, while being our own thing, but also similar enough that we can
appreciate it.
I think they try to do the whole America thing. Like they've done a few road trips over there and done like, again, 2-3 hour movies there. I just don't think you watch some of like especially like the Phase group when they did group videos compared to like the site.
It's just not the same.
The
they don't
humor
have the
is
chemistry.
No, it's like they've even done videos with like those sort of groups and nothing just works because it's not. Even the Mr. Beast collab was very...
Yeah, well, they feel fake. And I think the reason why the Sidemen work so much is because they genuinely are all really good friends.
Yeah.
And their chemistry is the big thing where you see them collaborate with like Phase or things like that. And I'm not saying that the Phase guys aren't friends, but they're all being sort of
feels
brought
all
together.
Forced.
Yeah, a bit more so. There's not as much banter and they just can't... I don't know. It might also be a US-UK thing where might not be able to fully get on each other's level or an understanding for a while.
Yeah, like the Mr. Beast thing they did. They tried to make it they tried to make a Mr. Beast video with the Mr. Beast crew, and it was just horrible. Like I don't know if it was. I think they said afterwards that like they were trying to cater to more of Mr. Beast's fans to get them across, but then like you go watch one other video. It's not even remotely the same.
I personally, Mr. Beast knows what he's doing. There's a reason that he's gets so many views and is so popular and everything like that. I really don't like his product. Well, he seems very fake, but his production, I'm not a fan of it. Yeah. Like the way they do stuff, it's, I don't know.
Every time there's a video on in the lounge room we're cooking dinner or whatever it might be, and Mr. Beast is on, Tom's like, you can tell they film in HD because all the effects look so much better.
So that's the biggest thing is that Mr. Beast has always had this thing where he'd be like, hey, we film in 1080p and the idea is that so anyone can watch it on any device around the world and it's going to look decent enough.
Which, as an explanation, I can get behind that as an explanation.
Yeah, but that's not how this works. If you're in, I don't know, you're in the middle of Mongolia or something and you've got a bad internet connection, YouTube's going to automatically put it at 1080p anyway, and it's going to downscale it. So what's the point? Yeah. So the problem is that if I'm watching like a Mr. Beast video or something on my TV and he shot it in 1080p and he regularly does crops in so it looks even more blurry and distorted, but then he's in the bottom left corner, he's got an asset of like a stopwatch going down, which is crisp and clean because it's just all perfectly at 1080 and hasn't been scaled. It just looks really shitty to me.
It's very jarring because you mention it once and you go, okay, cool. And then every time you watch it now, it's like, okay, cool. They're all zooming in and panning, but it's literally, there's a Mr. Beast border around this video and it's in perfect crisp 4K. And you're like, how does this work properly? It's like, it's stupid.
See, if Mr. Beast came out and said, hey, the reason we shoot in 1080p is because which this is true. They use a fuck ton of cameras, and honestly, they don't want to ingest that much footage in 4K. I'd be all for that. Like if we shot this podcast in 1080p on the same settings, it would be less than a quarter of what the file size on this. Each one of these cameras is about 80 gigabytes when we're done.
Which our video file, I review the podcast each week. The file that Tom sends me is usually between, the more or less rough finished product is usually between, the smallest I've seen in the last 2 months has been 18. The last one was 30.
Yes.
It varies a fair bit, but it's a big chunk of file.
I get if he had, like for example, when he was doing like the Beast games, and it's like they've got hundreds of cameras, hundreds of like FX3s and FX6s, and they're like, we only want to shoot in 1080p in one of the smaller codecs because we just don't want to ingest that much large footage. I'd be fully down for that. But when he says, we only shoot in 1080p because we want it to look the same on everyone's phones, that's stupid. It's just going to downscale it if you jump on YouTube on your phone or whatever. Like, I just don't understand that mentality.
And if you've got really bad internet connection, it's going to go to 480 anyway, so it makes no difference.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
If it was in a high quality and then gets downgraded, it's going to look better than if it's in shit quality and then becomes shitter.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Still
there's a reason why, Mr. Breast is going good and I'm still here.
It's because he's got them damn new teeth.
Yeah, he's fucking veneers.
He's veneers but they're in some videos that you can definitely tell he's come back to like a month later and added another little like snip in. His teeth are perfectly white and straight, and then like another video you see him and they're not white and straight.
Yeah.
So it's like, you've shot these months apart.
Yeah, very much so.
And very much out of order as well. Like it's very odd when you catch it out.
Was there anything else you guys wanted to talk about?
I've got one more thing on there that I'd like we can finish with. I know you two probably aren't going to be as interested in this, but thanks, Tom.
Tom does.
We've talked about this a few times. Like, I'm big into D&D. I have a couple of groups that I DM for. One of them I run from my home, and I use a projector quite often to have maps or pictures of NPCs or whatever else on the table, so that everyone has a vague idea of like, hey, here's what this particular NPC looks like. This is what the area you're exploring looks like.
How do you generate the NPCs? Is it just random, or do you use AI?
I use a couple of different programs. I don't use AI.
Boring.
Some of them I build, like I've got a couple of programs you can use to build virtual minis, and I'll just use that and then just take a screenshot of the face. Other times I've got a couple of things that just make 2D sprite art that you just select a bunch of
okay, that's cool.
different assets. Yeah, I like them. I've been looking for a new projector, and a particular ad has kept popping up on both my Facebook shorts and my YouTube shorts, and I thought they were all from the same company. One popped up and I finally clicked on it the other day, and came to find out after chasing down a couple of different rabbit holes, there's about 8 or 9 of this particular company, all with the exact same ads, all selling the exact same projector at wildly different price margins. So the one that I clicked on, the first website that I went to, I think it was Runecast, I think the website is called. Yeah. They're selling this particular projector. It's usually $100-something. They're selling it for $99 on special. It is always on special. That does not change. So it
sounds like a house.
Yeah. I then saw another ad for what looked like the same thing. Clicked on it, went to a completely different website. The exact same projector for $140. And I've ended up finding 8 or 9 of these websites. So just as a quick rundown, there was the Cozy Time projector, there was the Runecast projector, Magicast projector, FantasyCast. They're all some variation on those terms. Eventually found another YouTube channel talking about one of those websites. I think it was the FantasyCast one they were talking about, pointing out that there was such a markup on these that he ended up looking into it a fair bit more than I did. It's just a $30 Temu projector that I think you said before, like it's just drop shipping, which it is.
Brock discovers what drop shipping is.
I knew this was a thing already. It was just I didn't. Like,
it
this is
didn't
just
know it
that.
infected. It blended its way into his hobbies. And
I've seen it in other stuff, like particularly just dice. You see it a lot, but I hadn't.
Just
seen
your
it
mate
in
with the fucking PlayStation coolers.
Oh yeah,
isn't
shout
it?
out Sturge still on the PS5 coolers. Had to Photoshop that out for him because he took a photo of Jimmy's PS5.
But no, I was like, this just seems so big. Like all these ads are like they're popping up all the time now, and they're all the exact same ad. It'll be some variation of like, oh, this is the proper way to do D&D, and I'll have music from The Hobbit or from Legend of Zelda or something over it, and they're showing off this brightly lit map being projected on a table, and like they're moving figures around it and everything. And it's like that projector's dropping no shadows when they're reaching over it. There is no way that you are having that brightly lit map in a lit room. Like, yeah.
Might be multiple projectors.
No, the way they showed it is a single projector. And it's a scam. It's all just one big scam.
Maybe you should buy it and see before you call it a scam.
Yeah, we'll do a video.
It's okay, a $30 projector. You think that's going to...
You got $30. Buy 2 of them, we'll test it.
That's not my point on this.
Well, why not? It'd be a good video idea. Can Brock out D&D fake
the projector I've got is already better quality than their one.
Oh, flex. Money, man.
Yeah, right.
I don't even have a projector.
Yeah, I still need to get you one.
That was my last thing. It was just little D&D scam. Don't buy the projectors that you see on YouTube.
Or you could just D and don't.
Well, that's no fun at all.
It depends on you.
Was there anything else we wanted to talk about, bro?
No, I think we covered it. Like last week had a lot of stuff, and
last week had Jacob.
Are we excited for any games coming out soon?
One thing I did see that was coming out this year, which I forgot, was Sandbox.
Sandbox.
Yeah, Sandbox.
Yep. Cool. Explain more, please.
S and box, like and symbol. It's by Gary Newman, who made Gary's Mod.
Oh, okay.
He's making his next game. So Face Punch, who make Gary's Mod, make Rust, making their new game called Sandbox. And he actually put up a thing on Twitter the other day saying, hey, just before it comes out, should we change the name? And he put up 4 different names on there. It was like, just keep it a Sandbox. It was like Shitbox, Crapbox or something. And then it was like Gary's Mod 2. And everyone voted for Gary's Mod 2. I think it was just a joke, him even asking that. But this game looks really cool. Like, I'm really keen for it. They've been working on it for a long time. It's basically just Gary's Mod and they're perfecting it.
Okay.
And making it really good.
Not once played Gary's Mod. I played
so much Gary's Mod.
I don't even think I have actively seen a video of Gary's Mod I didn't know there was Gary's Mod. I'm sure I've seen one. Couldn't be.
It was massive in the early 2010s.
Oh, I knew about it. I just had no inkling to look it up.
There's so many things that you would know that came from Gary's Mod,
more than
Trouble in Terrorist Town and stuff like that. There's a couple other game modes that were really big in it.
It's Roblox, but before Roblox.
Yeah, I mean, like to an extent, there was a lot of like really big custom like Gary's Mod servers. We'd go around and play mini games and things like that.
Yeah, every single death run thing and
all the death run ones. Yeah,
prop hunt and all of that.
Yeah, prop hunt also. Prop hunt also came from Gary's Mod. Yeah, I forgot about that.
That's the one thing I wish they kept in the modern Call of Duty games is prop hunt, because they had it with
COD World War II was the first one I think they added prop hunt to, or at least that's the one I played with my mates. That was some of the funnest nights I've ever had, was playing prop hunt on COD World War II.
They brought it back in some of the later games, but it was more like it was like a limited time mode, like once or twice.
That's what they did with that, and we would stop playing for a week and we'll just wait for it to come back. And they used to see. I remember playing COD World War II once, and we were playing prop hunt, and then the next day they took it away, and apparently the players dipped down a fuck ton. So they added it back and everyone started playing again.
I remember it would have been like...
Imagine that. Give the players what they want.
No. Charge for it. I remember like 2 years ago I wanted to play, because Brandon was like, I want to play a prop hunt game because they just got rid of it in like Modern Warfare 2 or whatever it was for like the next season. It's like, we'll download World War 2 and play that. I had the disc game, so it was still sort of installed on the PlayStation, but then it had a lock icon on it.
Yeah.
And you can't buy it anymore on the PlayStation Store because it was like the PS4 version. There's no, I don't know. It was weird. I could not get a hold of this game, and I wasn't paying like $95.
No, to buy it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, not doing that. It's not worth it. But there's a lot of prop hunt games out there. None of them work as
measure
well
up
as
to the
that.
originals. Yeah. Anything you're looking forward to coming out?
There was something I was going to say off that.
I mean, Resident Evil comes out at the end of the month.
Yep,
Yeah.
Resident Evil comes out. There's something that Marathon comes out at the start of next month.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be a beta sometime this month. At some point
I think
for it.
I'll get Marathon.
Yes.
What?
Sonic?
Sorry, I thought I could hear a beeping.
You're like a dog hearing a high-pitched whistle. Beep. Microwave done. I honestly haven't looked at anything that's coming out. I'm happy with the games I'm currently playing. But, yeah, I mean GTA, but that's not out till...
Yeah, GTA is going to be such a big...
Oh, it's going
to be game changer.
Fables interested me, but I'll wait and see.
I mean, we looked at it just before, but I'm looking forward to Crimson Desert.
Crimson Desert.
The Lego Batman game when that finally drops. Monster Hunter Stories 3
No.
at some point.
You lost me. Do you know any Sonic
Fable
games?
as well.
Yeah, any Sonic games on the horizon? Kingdom Hearts 4 I'm keen for. That's still somewhere.
Yeah. What I was going to bring up before is when you're talking about limited time events in games, the big one I remember was Fortnite no build.
Yeah.
So this was during like 2021 where they decided to add a mode into Fortnite where like, okay, you can't build. It's just running around shooting people. Like you can't build anything. It was so wildly popular because by that time, Fortnite had just become so sweaty with people building. Yeah. And I used to love it early seasons of Fortnite. I really loved it.
You could build and not get like
you could just run around if you wanted. You could build a little bit. But as time went on, it became impossible if you weren't really good at building.
Yeah.
Once they added no build, it was so fun. They took it away. And I think they realized pretty quick, no, we need that. So when you jump onto Fortnite now, I'm pretty sure no build is always look at like
it's the
30-40% more people currently playing it at a time.
That 2023 Christmas when they did the throwback season or whatever it was, where it was like, hey, we're going back to season 1. All the weapons, the map are going to be the exact same. And then each like week they went up another generation of Fortnite, and they kept no build in it the whole time. It was like you can play all the old game exactly how you wanted to, but you just didn't have to build. I think once that season ended, and I was like, that's enough Fortnite for another couple of years because that was just so fun.
I'm very tempted to get Fortnite again.
It's just the Epic launcher sucks.
I might even download it again tonight. It is a really fun game. It really is. No build, it's really fun.
I want to play that Michael Jackson horror game that they've got built into it.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
There's another horror game I want to find it because it's in my wish list. I might buy it.
Unlimited run stuff again, just because I started up for the first time in a while. Actually, I opened up Dying Light the Beast today while I was on hold with an insurance company. I saw that like there's been through their
Techland, whatever it is.
Yeah, their website thing. They've been doing a whole bunch of stuff for like the last. I mean, I'm a little bit late on it now, but it was like over 11 weeks. They were doing a whole bunch of community challenges and everything. And apparently the community hit every single one of them, knocked them out of the park. And so they just said, look, if you partook in any part of the challenge, you get all the rewards. We're releasing all 11 weeks of it. Everyone gets it who took part. And I was like, that's really cool. Logged in, tried to figure out how to redeem all this. I don't get any of it. And I was like, well, that's weird because I definitely was playing during some of those weeks because like it's been going since, I don't know, start of November or something. I was just like, why am I not getting any of this? I kind of turns me off when there's like, hey, there's all this limited run stuff. It's really cool. You get all these bits and pieces. We're probably not going to run these ever again. And there's just no way for people who are either coming back to it or...
See, Matt, that's a bit BS, especially since it's a single-player game.
Yes.
Like, who cares?
It does have multiplayer, but it's
multiplayer.
It's geared towards single player.
Just looking that RON game, where you work for like the crime syndicate and then Batman hunts you.
Oh yes,
that should be good. I'm just looking on the Steam front page. Apparently, the Ninja Turtles are having a World of Warships crossover.
Oh yeah,
that is
for sure.
Weird.
Yeah. Forza Horizon 6. Also, it looks very, very cool.
Jacob will be very excited.
Speaking of Ninja Turtles, last week when we were talking about 2.5 Men, I found out that Chuck Lorre, the creator of 2.5 Men, also wrote the Ninja Turtles theme.
Interesting.
What, the original
Yeah.
one?
Yep. The original
Wow,
one. Yep.
okay.
I also found out that, did you know Charlie Sheen's name isn't Charlie Sheen?
Yes, I did know that. Couldn't tell you what his actual name is.
I'll
though.
get it up.
Now that you've said that, it does ring a bell. I
But
can't
when I
remember what
tell
it
you
was.
his name, you're going to be like, what the fuck?
Because there's Martin Sheen. Is that his actual name?
No,
Yeah, I didn't think
neither.
so.
So,
Mike Wazowski.
let me get it up.
I've
This
still
sort
watched
of-
that Charlie Sheen documentary on Netflix.
Yes,
Yeah.
I've been meaning to. No, his name is Carlos Erwin Estevez.
Yeah, he was never getting hired.
Estevez.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's Spanish.
Because his brother Emilio.
Yep.
Yes.
Estevez.
yeah.
Estevez. Yep. And same with his. So Martin Sheen was
Ricardo Senor Elvez.
Ramon Gerald Antonio Estevez. Please help me. Estevez.
What's
I'm
the
looking at it.
nationality?
Um,
Because I don't have the typical features of.
Citizenship is United States and Ireland.
Hey, yo.
Yes, Estevez, the traditional Irish name.
Yeah, I'm really struggling. I don't know, but it was a stage name, and then Charlie decided to I'm just
Take
gonna
it
do
on
my
as
dad's
a- yeah.
stage name. But all the other siblings kept the original one. Born and raised in the United States by a Spanish father and Irish mother. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Interesting.
Very interesting. Just like how Brock is Brock's stage name.
And racist.
It's actually Sonic the Hedgehog or Brock the Wasp.
Oh, okay. Martin Sheen is Galician Spanish. Okay. Hispanic, Latino. Okay.
He's also the elusive man.
Yeah.
All right. Well, with that, are we good to get out of here?
I think we are. Yes, we shall save it there.
Oh, okay. That was a bit too quick. All right. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.